All aboard! Final call for the tank train! Final call! All aboard the tank train! Tickets please, sir. You sound familiar. Do I know you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me think for a second.
Can you please just leave me alone? I really need to take a nap.
Tutty the War Pig? No. Sir Purr the Panther? No.
I really think you have the wrong guy.
Oh, Pat the Patriot! That's it! Yes, that's it!
That's enough. That's enough. Keep it quiet.
Say, hey, I thought you guys got your quarterback last year. Huh? What happened with that?
Well, turns out you need an offensive line to protect him, someone that he can throw to, and a defense that won't give up 30-plus points a game.
Oh, man. Well, it sounds like I'll see you again in 2026.
Oh, God.
The World Series is set for a classic LA-NY battle. The SEC is cannibalizing itself, the Browns got an early Christmas present, and the Patriots really are just that bad. Today's topics will include some mutiny and a lot of scrutiny. This is number 124 of H&P.
Live from central Pennsylvania with your host Ian DiCarlo, this is Hoagies and Pierogis.
The ski stash! The ski stash!
Welcome to the Big Ten. Patriots go Drake May, let's go! What is going on, everybody? I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Make sure to go ahead, hit that like button, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Helps out the algorithm a lot. Please and thank you. All right, let's get into this. Like I said, the World Series matchup is set, and instead of having one of the shortest commutes for a World Series, we get one of the longest. I believe a matchup of the Mets and Yankees would actually be the closest matchup, and I think the Mariners and the Marlins would be the furthest. All right, but let's go over the ALCS real quick, how the Yankees got there. In Game 3, Emmanuel Class posted a video of all of his rings and awards after giving up back-to-back home runs to Judge and Stanton. The Guardians won Game 3 in the 10th inning 7-5, but they almost lost because of Class. That was a weird flex, I thought. Why would you post a video of yourself saying, hey, like, yeah, I'm good, but I'm terrible when it actually matters? That doesn't make any sense to me. And guess what? He went ahead and gave up 2 more runs in the 9th inning in Game 4, and this time they actually lost because of it. What a moron. The Yankees clinched in Game 5. The writing was on the wall. The Guardians pulled ahead early, but the Yankees kept chipping away at the lead, pushing the game to extra innings. And, God, Soto is so good that it's mind-boggling. There were actually some projections to what he could get paid in free agency. 14 years, $513 million. So if you want to get a little bit closer to my prediction of 550 to 575,000, or 550 to 575 million, then I think that 15th or 16th year will be added on if he gets to that amount. Everyone's like, oh, well, these teams know how these long contracts played out. Yeah, they work out almost immediately because they make the money back in 2 to 3 years. They really do not give a shit what the team looks like on the field as long as they made all of that money back. It's an investment for the team. It's not just, hey, let's hope that this guy lasts 15 years. No, it's like, what will our revenue look like for the next 15 years? So yes, Yankees move on. All right, so for the NLCS, the Dodgers took care of the Mets in Game 6, 10-5. This series was honestly pretty damn boring. The average margin of victory was 6.5 runs across all 6 games. Now, you'll get games like that if you throw an opener out there like the Dodgers. But they're not going to win if they consistently do that. They're going to lose in like 6 or 7 games to the Yankees, in my opinion. Game 1 was the closest, and it was 7-3. And God, I'll tell you what, Kike Hernandez is so good. October is the only month of the year you need to make sure to use that accented E, unless you think the weather is controlled by them, which then all more power to you. Yankees-Dodgers is the first number 1 seed versus number 1 seed since 2013. I think the Yankees will win this one in 5 games. The firepower is just way too much, and the Yankees don't have to send an opener out there every 3rd game. I would not be surprised if Soto stays with the Yankees if they win for a little bit smaller of a discount. say $500 million. If he does end up staying, though, I think Yankees fans will be very confused when he's making more money than Judge per year. So this is a matchup I'm really looking forward to. I think it'll be a great series. Like I said, Yankees in 5, but the star power is there. And then from talking baseball, the Yankees haven't beat a non-AL Central team since 2012 in the playoffs. They played the Royals this year, and then they just beat the Guardians. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get into some college football here. Penn State had a bye week, so let's just go down the list of games. Starting with number 1. Biggest matchup of the week. The third top 5 matchup in 3 weeks. Number 1 Texas against number 5 Georgia. First piece of news from this. Uga 11 did not travel with the team to Austin. He didn't make the trip because they sacrificed him to beat Texas. Georgia was flying all over the place out there, and Ewers or Manning had no answers whatsoever. It was really bad. It was 23-0 at halftime. Texas fans don't know how to act at all, but they did get that pass interference call reversed, which was bullshit. Let's be honest. Them reversing that call kind of worked out in their favor. Now you got to wonder if, we could just throw shit onto the field and they'll reverse the call. Man, that it really does set a dangerous precedent, though. And what was up with that coach pushing down the player that was hurt so he would go down in the field of play to stop the clock? Something absolutely needs to be done about all of these faking injuries. I think if you go down, if you fake an injury, you should probably be out the whole game. I mean, that's kind of really hard to determine because there's, questionable designations, doubtful designations. But, I mean, really, if you go down in the field of play and you fake the injury, and how about this? If it was found out that you faked the injury, even that's really hard to determine, because what if it's just a cramp and you do go down in the field of play, and I was going to say suspension for the next game if it's found out that you don't have an actual injury, but I mean, it's so hard to police. I really feel bad for coaches in college football. After the game, Matthew McConaughey released a statement criticizing Texas fans for throwing trash versus Georgia. Let's get real about the bottle bomb in the field glitch we had. Not cool. Bogey move. Yeah, that call was BS, but we're better than that. Bottle bomb in the field glitch. What is that? Bottle bombing the field glitch. That's what Matthew McConaughey describes it as. Okay. Let's see. On Friday night, Oregon took care of Purdue 35-0. They were not caught sleeping. All right, Miami. Miami went to Louisville and almost lost. This one was chaotic. Mostly because Miami was pulling ahead. They would pull ahead by 2 touchdowns, and then all of a sudden, Louisville is right back up their ass. Luckily for Miami, though, Louisville can't tackle at all. I really wanted Louisville to kind of pull off the upset. I put $10 on them. There's always that seed in the back of my mind that Louisville's going to pull it off, but they never do. Miami wins 52-45. That's insane. Ooh, boy. Alabama versus Tennessee. Number 7 Alabama coming into number 11 Tennessee. And Alabama really has just been showing more of the same football that they've been playing the past 3 weeks. It was ugly. They looked like they had no idea what they were doing out there. Jalen Milroe, all of a sudden, he's not the Heisman favorite at all. Ashton Genty still is, but we'll get to that. How can you look so good against Georgia and then look so lost against, who was it, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, and Tennessee? Oh, that it blows my mind. He's just lost out there. This is the Jalen Milroe that got benched early last year. Oh, man. Consistency. It's all about consistency. That top 10 status, he might still be a first rounder just based off physical traits alone. But it's not a guarantee he'll go in the top 5 anymore. Tennessee comes away with this win 24-17. And they do storm the field. I do not agree with that. They storm the field. They have to pay Alabama $100,000. I do get the sentiment. Someone said, Tennessee stormed the field against Alabama. But Alabama needs to be concerned when teams stop storming the field against them. And I thought that was a really good point. It is the pinnacle of achievement in college football to beat Alabama when you're not expected to. So just keep that in the back of your mind, Alabama. LSU took care of Arkansas 34-10. I was tempted to put some money on Arkansas since they just beat Tennessee a couple weeks ago, but really glad I didn't. LSU had control of the game the whole time. This one was exciting. Made a little eye parlay of, Indiana, Iowa, Illinois, and Iowa State. Iowa State stormed back to beat UCF 38-35. And I had Iowa State minus 13.5. UCF was up 21-14 at halftime, so I was like, there is no chance Iowa State scores another 21 points without allowing UCF to score. So that kind of stinks. Iowa State 38-35. Clemson beat Virginia 48-31. Notre Dame took care of business against Georgia Tech. I'm not going to read off all these top 25 games. This one, I think, was the most impressive game, though. It shocked me a little bit. Indiana beat Nebraska 56-7. And Indiana's coach is a G.
When you recruit them, how do you sell your vision of your culture? I mean, what's the...
Who are you talking about? The high school guys, the transfers? Who?
All of the above. I mean, how do you... Is there
it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
Signetti. Protect him at all costs. West Virginia is just getting their asses blown out. 6.5 wins is not even possible anymore, I don't think. Illinois beat Michigan, a game in which Illinois was the underdog at home, wearing these dope-ass throwbacks. That is how you do a throwback for these old teams. No one wants to see a piss brown helmet unless it actually looks like a leather helmet that is, designed to look very nice. I think it said it took the guys who make the helmets 20 hours for each helmet. I might be completely wrong, and it might only be 2 hours. But still, 2 hours for each helmet, and there's however many people on a college football team. Impressive. Just the fact that they looked so similar to a leather helmet, and it was just a regular, normal, today helmet. Very impressive. Illinois shut down Michigan 21-7. And my Sharona, you better be crying now. Army is killing it. They look amazing. They easily take care of East Carolina 45-28. And then Navy as well, destroying Charlotte 51-17. The academies, watch out. Okay, let's take a look at the AP poll here. So after Texas's loss, Oregon moves up to number 1. With Georgia beating Texas, they moved back up to number 2 from number 5, jumping Penn State, which I am totally fine with. I really don't think Penn State should be number 3. They're, one of the only, how many undefeated teams are there? Oregon, Penn State, Miami, Iowa State, Indiana, Pitt, Army, Navy. I do think it was the right move to put Georgia ahead of Penn State. That just makes sense in my mind. Penn State really has not played anyone of significance yet. They got Wisconsin coming up, then I think they have Washington at home, and then they have Ohio State. At the very least, the Ohio State game is at home, but until that Ohio State game, we really can't say for sure. And to be honest with you, Wisconsin's looking scary. So Penn State 3, Ohio State 4. That blows my mind that Penn State has a possibility of being ranked higher than Ohio State going into that game. Like I said, Texas moves down to number 5. They took Georgia's spot. Miami stays at 6. Tennessee replaces Alabama at number 7. Clemson moves ahead of Iowa State because Iowa State struggled. BYU still 7-0, moving up to 11. Indiana up 3. They better move up a significant chunk to number 13. Alabama all the way down to number 15. Boise State moved down 2 because they had a bye week. Kansas State moved up 1 because they blew out West Virginia. Pitt 19, Illinois number 20, Missouri number 21, Army 23, Navy 24, Vanderbilt 25. Damn. That is impressive. Really no gripes here. The only significant movement was at the top. Let's go over week 9. Oh my God, it's already week 9. I feel like I say that every week. Oh my God, it's already week 7. Oh my God, it's already week 8. We have a good Thursday night game this week. Syracuse goes into Acrisure. And Pittsburgh better be damn sure they're ready for Kyle McCord to come in there and sling the ball. But I might put a couple bucks on Syracuse to upset Pittsburgh on Thursday night. Watch out for that. If you watch this before that Thursday night game, you heard it here first. All right, Friday night we got Boise State against UNLV. That is so late. 10:30? Really? 10:30. I know it's Friday night, but that is way too late. All right, like I said, Wisconsin hosting Penn State. I'm kind of scared of this one. Penn State goes up against a hot Wisconsin. Nebraska, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Navy, a ranked matchup. Washington, Indiana, Penix's previous schools. We got Illinois going to Oregon. I think that might be a really good game. Illinois' defense is legit. 21 Missouri coming into number 15 Alabama. Oh, and watch out for this one. We got Texas going to Vanderbilt. Upset alert. Upset alert. LSU coming into Texas A&M. Some really good matchups this weekend. And Brian Kelly actually called Texas A&M the best team in the SEC right now. Are you sure about that? Whoever made the schedule this year for college football, pat yourself on the back. This year has been amazing. Seriously, the best year of college football in a long time. All right, I think that wraps up college football for this week. Let's go over the NFL. This one we will spend more than 2 seconds on the Thursday night game. Sean Payton got his revenge against the Saints last Thursday, beating them 33-10. Bo Nix just has to be steady. This is a great defense with room for the offense to grow. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck into the playoffs. They're 4-3 right now. They're getting hot at the right time. And it turns out that Spencer Rattler just sucks. Oh well. They did sign Alvin Kamara to a 2-year deal. He'll have the chance to retire a Saint. People are saying he's 29 years old. That's kind of crazy. Okay, next game up, unfortunately, was the Sunday morning London game. Turns out the Patriots really do just fucking suck. Forget about going on a run and winning the AFC East. There's just no chance of that happening. You had to win against the Jaguars to give that division winner bet some hope. It was just bad. Oh, my God. Polk, you need to catch the ball. I mean, period, no question about it. What is wrong with you? You've caught 10 balls, and you've had it thrown to you 26 times. 33% of May's incompletions were to you on Sunday. Polk, what? I have the best hands in the NFL. Jalen Polk, head, is questionable to return. Yeah, his head is questionable to return. What's wrong with him? What is wrong with Pac-12 receivers and the Patriots not getting along? What's going on with the offense? Enough with the screens and passes behind the line of scrimmage. Push the ball down the field, like on the first 2 drives of the game. The Patriots were moving it. It was 22-10 at the half because they would run the ball on first down, gain nothing. Throw a screen on second down, gain 2 yards. Throw a long ball down the field on third down because he had to go long because the first 2 plays did nothing. Punt it. Behringer had some great punts. It's unfortunate that the coverage broke down on that one for the return touchdown, but those were booming punts. That was crazy. 6 yards in the second quarter. How many did they need? 600. They would have needed 600 yards to beat the Jaguars on Sunday. That was horrible. All of a sudden, the defense can't stop anything. Peppers really had a good stranglehold on the back end of that defense, much like the one he had on his girlfriend's neck. Gonzo can't do it all by himself, and Duggar is way too slow to catch up to anyone. That pass to Brian Thomas Jr. was a great catch on a busted zone coverage that Gonzo even hustled to catch up to and got an arm in there. But the ball was just put right in his breadbasket. Enough with the blaming Gonzalez. He absolutely cannot do every single thing in the secondary. And it really never got better on offense until the last drive of the game, where May threw that touchdown to KJ Osborne. Alex Van Pelt before the game said, "There has to be a balance. We can't just throw the ball 50 times. Bullshit! Throw the ball 50 damn times a game if that's the only way that you're able to move the ball down the field. Who cares? Don't run the ball at all. I don't care if you throw it 80 times a game. I don't give a shit. If that's how you're moving the ball, keep doing it." I'm telling you what, AVP might not last long. And holy shit, there have been a lot of reports today. I know I defended Mayo about 2 weeks ago, but he really needs to stop walking back all of these goddamn comments. This is a soft team in every single sense of the word. It's written in stone. It's in the Boston Globe. You said it. Stick to it. You're right. Losing Barmore and not having Belichick coach the defense every week hurts a lot, yes. But these players, these same players that they had last year, the one that was the number one in rush defense, should be able to channel what they learned from Bill and apply it to whatever the hell Covington is coaching. Covington might actually be the first one out if this defense keeps on giving up 30-plus points a week. It's crazy. But this softness is also coming directly from Mayo in these exact moments. The team stinks, and changing the demeanor starts with Mayo. Be hard. No, but today, reports have come out that if the team keeps sucking like they are, Robert Kraft really is done with all this suck. He probably wants to win another Super Bowl before he goes. He said they might clean house if this continues, if they keep on giving up 30 points a game and can't score more than 20 points consistently. And I don't blame him. Mayo really is not looking like the right choice. I know just 2 weeks ago I defended him, but each week he walks stuff back, these stupid, innocuous comments. This is a soft team. Don't take that back. The ship needs to be righted, and it needs to be righted fast. Because there's no way in hell Belichick got all these players to play up to a level that is impossible for someone else to come in. And the success should be replicated, is what I'm saying. All of the same players are here. All right, let's move on from the Patriots. It might be time to hop on the tank train, to be honest with you. Okay, after this week, only the Chiefs remain undefeated.
Okay, holy shit. So as you can see, I'm about to go into work, and I just saw that DeAndre Hopkins was traded to the fucking Chiefs. What? How do the Chiefs keep getting better and better and better? Why are teams allowing them to do this? What? This is crazy. For only a conditional fourth rounder, and the Titans are eating some of his salary? That's absurd.
The Lions beat the Vikings in a very exciting game, 31-29. Over on Reddit, Vikings fans have come up with a conspiracy theory. The Vikings won based on electoral quarters. They won 2 quarters while the Lions only won 1. But the corrupt media is giving Lions the win based on the popular score. Sad. Oh God, that was a terrible Trump. But yeah, we now know that the drug tests in the NFL are truly random. Jameson Williams is facing a 2-game suspension after putting up -4 yards in that game against the Vikings. Oh man, what an idiot. You want to know who else is going to be out? And this one for the rest of the season. Ooh, Browns fans, be happy. Watson is out for the season with a torn Achilles. It would be so funny if Stefanski came out and was like, despite his injury, Watson is still our quarterback and he will be starting on Sunday. Just like as a form of torture. As you can imagine, the fans were jubilant when he went down. Were they right to do this? Let's listen in on what Jameis Winston had to say.
The way I was raised, I was taught to love no matter the circumstances, especially for people who do right by you. I'm grateful that I had a chance to serve the Sun, but I am very upset with the reaction to a man that has had the world against him for the past 4 years, and he put his body and life on the line for this city every single day, regardless of your perception, regardless of what you thought should happen with him. He committed every single day that I've been here to be the best that he can be for this team. And I know I come from the deep south, Birmingham, Alabama, Belsham, Alabama. So I know the standard that hungry fans want. But the way I was raised, I will never pull on a man when he's down. But I will be the person to lift him up. And that, all of us have unique experiences. All of us have circumstances, conditions, and facts that we face every single day. And I pride myself in being a man of increase and being a man that wants the best out of everybody. I tell myself every morning what I want for myself, I want for everyone. And I do not want the treatment that Deshaun Watson has received from these passionate fans. I know you love this game. When I first got here, I knew these were some amazing fans. But Deshaun was treated badly. And now he has to overcome another obstacle So I'm going to support him. I'm going to lift him up, and I'm going to be there for him because I see the way he fights. I see the way that he works, and I know who he is as a person and as an NFL quarterback. And that's all I have to say to address him. I'm sending up my prayers. I already prayed for his leg, and I will continue.
No! Fuck Watson. He got everything he deserved. All of his teammates standing up for him is so weird. Myles Garrett with the, he's a model citizen. He's not a model citizen. Coming from someone who also isn't a model citizen. And every single player defending him is a moron. The best option is to stay quiet on this one if you're a player. Shut up, don't defend a rapist, and play. Devontae Adams loses to the Steelers in back-to-back weeks. This one has to suck. I cannot believe that the QB change worked out for the Steelers, though. It took almost a full half for us to start cooking, but Mr. Unlimited is back. The Steelers score a season-high 37 points to beat the Jets by 22. Speaking of a bad Trump impression, Trump was there. Mr. Unlimited. Okay, Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel said the team is designating quarterback Tua Tagovailoa to return from injured reserve. This is fully at the discretion of the team. Tua still needs to pass through a concussion protocol, but he is tracking to play Sunday versus the Cardinals. What? This is just crazy. What does he have to gain besides more severe brain damage? I don't understand. The Dolphins certainly are not Super Bowl contenders. They might not even make the playoffs. Why even risk bringing him back this year? This is an organizational failure to keep him off the field for the rest of the season at the very least. Tua, just walk away with that sweet, sweet injury guarantee money. What are you doing? I mean, seriously, you are going to die on that field. And if not on the field, at the hospital after they cart you off the field. I mean, I will be trying to watch every single Dolphins game from here on out. Absolutely. I kind of want to see that. Actually, we have to see that so we can report on it here on Hoagies and Pierogis. The Browns did pick up Bailey Zappi. And if Zappi is the savior of the Browns franchise, I'm just going to laugh. Okay, so like I said last week, I've been playing a lot of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it gave me an idea for a Halloween costume for Marvin Harrison Jr. Mr. Popo. I realized I didn't really go over any of these scores. Jags beat the Patriots 32-16. Seahawks beat the Falcons. Bills beat the Titans. A lot of 34-10s. 34-14s, 32-16s, 33-10s. Packers walked off the Texans in a really good game, 24-22. Feel good for McManus after being signed, after being accused of that bullshit after coming back from London last season. Colts beat the Dolphins, and because the Colts beat the Dolphins, they were somehow flexed to Sunday Night Football against the Vikings. No one wants to watch the Colts play football. It's ugly. Like I said, the Lions beat the Vikings 31-29. Eagles crushed the Giants 28-3. I think they had like 8 sacks. Their defense got me 17 points, 18 points, I think it was. Giants couldn't do anything. And Jalen Hurts only had to be 10 for 14 with 114 yards and a touchdown. He ran the ball a lot. And Saquon Barkley ran all over the Giants in a revenge game. 176 yards and a touchdown for him. Rams beat the Raiders. Commanders crushed the Panthers 40-7. And in this one, Jaden Daniels went down with I think broken rib or something like that. Something with his ribs. I don't know. And what was supposed to be the game of the week, the Chiefs kind of ran away with things 28-18 against the 49ers. Half the 49ers offense is hurt. I mean, can you blame them for not looking that great? Purdy had 3 interceptions on the day. Like I said, Steelers beat the Jets 37-15. And then the doubleheader for Monday night, the Ravens beat the Buccaneers 41-31. Yeah, Lamar was the absolute right pick at quarterback. 37 points, 281 yards, 5 touchdown passes. What? And then the Cardinals beat the Chargers 17-15. And Justin Herbert had 349 yards, but no touchdowns. All right, so we may as well go over week 8 here then. Vikings-Rams on Thursday Night Football. The Jets come back into town and play the Patriots. Really don't have high hopes for this one. Devontae Adams, or Garrett Wilson. I don't know who's going to cover one of them. Obviously, one of them is going to be covered by Christian Gonzalez. Who the hell is going to cover the other one? Everyone else in that back end is way too slow. Eagles-Bengals is going to be a good game, I think. Ravens-Browns, Titans-Lions. I'll be watching that Cardinals-Dolphins game if Tua's back, but that's still crazy. Falcons-Bucks, Packers-Jags, Colts-Texans. Oh, that Colts-Vikings game is not this weekend. I don't know when that is, but it got flexed to Sunday Night Football. I don't know why. Bills-Seahawks will probably be a good game. Panthers-Broncos, Chiefs-Raiders. Bears-Commanders. Hopefully Jaden Daniels can play, so then it'll be a battle of the rookie quarterbacks. And Cowboys-49ers for Sunday Night Football next week, when the Cowboys suck and the 49ers are, like I said, half their team is hurt. Flex that. And then Giants-Steelers on Monday Night Football. The Steelers should win that one pretty easily. All right. Anything else here? World Series starts on Friday. Oh, we don't talk about hockey enough. Congrats to Sidney Crosby. He became the 10th player in NHL history with 1,600 points and the first since Jaromir Jagr in 2011. Absolutely congrats to Sidney Crosby. They're on a mission this year to try and, try to at least make the playoffs. Sidney Crosby apparently took a pretty team-friendly deal at $8.7 million per year, number 87, obviously. So tonight's actually the night where they have, like, every team plays today. I got to watch more hockey this year. Oh, and basketball is also starting up again tonight. So, damn, it feels like basketball literally just ended. And it kind of did with the WNBA ending. Congrats to New York Liberty. And congrats to Sabrina Ionescu, the only one with a husband out there. Okay, let's check Twitter, see if anything happened since we recorded. We do have our Game 1 starters for the World Series. It's going to be Jack Flaherty versus Garrett Cole. No other miscellaneous news. No really good, exciting video game news. Still playing the hell out of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It is so good. I have yet to play ranked, though, so my opinion might change after that. All right, I believe that's it. Make sure to leave a like and comment on each video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hoagies and Pierogis is available on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram for clips throughout the week, which I do need to upload some clips. It's been 2 weeks since I have. And we're going to leave you with this. Munch.
Live from Central Pennsylvania with your host, Ian DiCarlo, this is Hoagies and Pierogis.
The Ski Stash! The Ski Stash!
Welcome to the Big Ten. Beijers go drink, man. Let's go.